What's up, everybody? December 12th, 2024. December 12th, 2024. It's Thursday. So I look on the internet today and everybody's going crazy, ranting about Jamie Foxx's new special, What Had Happened Was. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. It was powerful. It was moving. People commented, man, I was crying in the first few minutes. Wow, it was touching. A must-see. Everybody's commenting. Celebrities alike. His peers. So I had to check it out. This is my real rant. Car Talk with Tony Hines. So immediately it starts off with emotion. Jamie Foxx gets on and he's telling his story about what's been going on with him lately and how he's been sick and what he's been battling through, and to get his faculties back. He couldn't walk, he couldn't go to the bathroom, he couldn't wash himself, all the things that come along with having a stroke. And as he put it, I'm big Jamie Foxx, I'm big bad Jamie Foxx, not me, not Fox. This can't happen to me. And he simulates conversations that he had with God, as refers to as my nigga. And he says, what's up, G? This is Jay. Come on, G, this is Jay. I'm making people laugh. I'm spreading it around, spreading love. This can't be happening to me. And in essence, he said that God had to let him know who was God, and that he was still one of God's children. And you can watch it for yourself and interpret it yourself. I'm saying it the way I heard it. But ultimately, I myself could relate, because I'm going through that very same thing. God has gotten my attention quite aggressively lately, recently. I've been going to church for probably the past 4 or 5 Sundays, and I've just been moved. So many things have been happening in my own life that I just can't explain. But I'm also reflecting back to say, wow, God was here the whole time. He was lining it up. As a young man, I didn't believe in God, and I was definitely playing for the devil. But now that God has gotten my attention through various events, occurrences, and blessings, all together was the perfect storm to get my attention. And now I am banging God. Some people bang Crip, some people bang blood. Tony Hines is banging God. Jamie Foxx is banging God. He said in the special, God asked him, when's the last time you've been to church? And I asked myself, when's the last time you've been to church? Now, I'm no Bible banger. I've never read the Bible. And I did not and do not go to church consistently. I got to know God through events, a string of events during my street life, my street years. I knew there had to be a God, because I shouldn't be here right now. Very definitely, unequivocally, I should not be here right now. Somebody, something stepped in, and I'm here. But not only that, I've been blessed, super blessed. Things have happened to me that I never thought would happen. I've been in rooms that I thought I never would be in. And I say to myself with a tear in my eye, how did I get here? How did me? How did I get here? Me? Jamie Foxx said something similar in his special. I can relate. Today is Thursday, December 12th, 2024. When I decided to change my life and get away from the streets, street life survivor I deem myself, I started to pursue acting. And lo and behold, I ended up in the room with Denzel Washington, one of the biggest of them, me. And not only am I in the room with him, I'm his stand-in. So I directly am related to him and his role in the movie. I have to do whatever he does. I have to say whatever he says when asked. I have to emulate him, which means I have to watch him very closely during every scene. And then they ask me, what did he do? Okay, now you do it. What did he say? Now you say it. Oftentimes I'm doing the scenes before he does them. So that happened not only once, but twice. I was called back a second time. Tony, you want to do it again? You want to work for D again? Equalizer 2? Me? Twice? Yeah, but damn, me? God, looking out. Boy, I'm going to put you at the front of the pack. You're going to work with the biggest of them, okay? I know you're a late bloomer. You got a late start. Let me put you at the front of the line. Nonetheless, I got a small, short and brief modeling career. Couldn't even call it a career. But I've been in some magazines. In the heights of my street life, someone grabbed me away from that, had me to take some pictures that ended up in magazines for the next 3 or 4 years during that era and that period in my life. And I went right back to them streets after it was done. Still didn't get it. God. Today is December 12th, Thursday. Okay, listen closely. Tuesday, December 10th, just 2 days ago, I'm at my day job. I drive a truck. I deliver materials in and out of the state. I'm in North Carolina in dead stop traffic in the morning, getting ready to drop off my load. And all of a sudden,
behind him was Samuel Untermeyer, who was behind the blackmail of Woodrow Wilson. We'll say that's today. But I want to show you something interesting, and people are calling this conversation the guy behind him was Samuel Untermeyer, who was behind the blackmail of Woodrow Wilson. We'll say that's today. But I want to show you something interesting, and people are calling this conversation.
Yeah. Ambulance. To the hospital you go, Tony Hines. Mr. Tony Hines. T. Hines. Off to the hospital you go. Ambulance. North Carolina. I'm working. Y'all see that brace? I'm coming from the doctors. I could be dead. An 18-wheeler rear-ended me and propelled me into an 18-wheeler in front of me. I was in a 6-wheel truck, which is a pretty big truck. It sits up high. So I made out with these little bit of injuries that I have. Had I been in my normal truck, a 550, which sits low, not so big, I might have gotten a lot worse damage. I could be really messed up right now. And not only just me, the other 2 drivers, the one who rear-ended me, the one I crashed into, walked away. They kept on working. All right, we're going to pull out of here and keep going. Not me, I had to go to the hospital. I was in pain. That ambulance took me to the hospital. But no broken bones. Nothing wrong with my face. This pretty face. Nothing wrong with my face. But again, I could be dead. I could be severely mauled. I could be in much worse condition. It was a pretty hard impact. My back is killing me. For real. My shoulder is killing me. For real. My neck on my right side is killing me. For real. I can't even roll over when I sleep. I can only sleep in one position. Anyway, Jamie Foxx, what had happened is what a testimonial looks like from someone who was on the top of the mountain, and God has to get your attention to let you know who is God and why is God, and why you're there and how you got there. So that's what Jamie Foxx is, what had happened meant to me. And that's why I understand why all the people in my timeline are, man, I cried in the first few minutes. It was church. It was church. It was therapy. It was testimony from one of the biggest and the baddest, Mr. Jamie Foxx. You all know him. You all love him. You know why. But that show was his ode to God. His contribution, his testimony, his praise to God. The performance with him and his daughter, oh, touching. I teared up on that one. I have a daughter. I can relate. But man, God. Just 2 days ago, I'm in a wreck. last night, December 11th, last night, I'm on a Zoom call getting onboarded with an agency I just signed with. I just signed my contract last night, Crossbeam Talent. Crossbeam Talent, I'm getting signed last night. 2 days prior, I'm in a wreck in my truck, rear-ended by an 18-wheeler. I'm at a dead stop. That thing crashed into me.
Today, but I want to show you something interesting, and people are...
The song I quoted in Color Purple, when Suge is walking down that dirt road, pun intended, into the church, singing, God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. Sinner's Prayer, Dietrich Haddon. Should have been gone, sleeping in my grave, but God blessed me to see another day. Sinner's Prayer. These songs resonate with me. This ain't content. I'm just sharing it with you. It's my real life. It's what I'm going through at the moment. And then Jamie Foxx got the special on, and I watched it and I could relate. I know where that brother is at in his life right now. Like he said, I had the cars, I had the fame, everything. Why is this happening to me? God has a funny way of letting you know that he is God, he exists, and why you are where you are. Get on your knees. Praise God. Tony Hines, Real Rant, Car Talk. Please subscribe. Please like. I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I don't care that Dave and Susan are loud. They let me know when to replace the batteries in these bad boys. Oh, man, to be young again. If I had a grandson, I'd tell him you want as many guns as you often as you can. 'Cause that hole's gonna dry up one day. Ain't no amount of twisting that nozzle gonna get anything to come out. Or maybe a drop or two, but it's gonna be red. And your gardening consultant gonna tell you, you need to get that checked out. And then you'll say, I don't believe in fertilizer. And then you fight about it. And then you hire a gardening consultant. And she still leave you for a younger sprinkler. Don't let your wife round tennis pros.
Mr. Gibbons, your medicine.
Or the help.